Before starting the event, I request everyone to please keep their phones on silent. Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all present here. On behalf of Seva Mandal Education Societies, Dr. BMN College, it gives us immense pleasure to welcome you to the two-day RUSA-sponsored conference IntelliNova 2025, themed Artificial Intelligence and Data-Driven Innovation, organized as part of the Silver Jubilee Year celebrations of Srimati KG Shah Department of Computer Applications.
Good morning once again. I am Aisha, and along with Ishika, we will be your anchors for day one. We are delighted to see such an enthusiastic gathering of academicians, industry experts, researchers, and students.
This RUSA-sponsored conference, organized by Srimati KG Shah Department of Computer Applications, along with the Mathematics Association and the Employability and Entrepreneurship Career Hub, EECH of Dr. BMN College, in collaboration with Affordable Robotics and Automation Limited Pune, reflects the Institute's commitment to quality enhancement and excellence. Speaking about the college, it gives us immense pride to inform you all that our college was conferred with the Empowered Autonomous status in the year 24-25. Our college has also received A plus grade with a CGPA of 3.69 out of 4 and the UGC status of college with potential for excellence in the NAC reaccreditation process. The college also received the prestigious Best College Award 2017-18 and again in the year 24-25, adjudged by SNDT Women's University. While the college has made enormous progress, the Srimati KG Shah Department of Computer Applications too has had a significant progressive growth. The department was established in 2001 and this year marks the 25th glorious year. The department has grown from one division of BCA to three various programs being offered now, that is BCA, BSc IT, and MSc Computer Science. The placements of the BCA department has been another key feature of this institute, and we are proud to be associated with some of the very prestigious IT industries. Last year, the placement committee has successfully placed over 85% students in various IT hubs like Deloitte, Wipro, ENY, TCS, Infosys, Amazon, Capgemini, and many more, with a starting pay package of 2 to 5 lakhs.
Knowledge, like a lamp, sheds light on the path of progress and dispels the darkness of ignorance. While this institute has been striding with pride and making progress with the world, we have not forgotten our strong roots and traditions. And so, to keep up with our age old tradition of lighting the lamp and give an auspicious start to this event, we request our esteemed chief guest,
Always start with the national anthem and the university song.
To begin today's event, now I request everyone to kindly stand up as we sing the national anthem and the university song.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
संस्कृतास्ति पराशक्ति स्वर हमारा है संस्कृतास्ति पराशक्ति स्वर हमारा है विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है हम नहीं है दीन कहता कौन हम अबला है सबल संस्कृति हमारी हम सभी सबला ज्योति से जगमग हुआ अंतर हमारा है विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है स्वप्न ठाकर सी हुआ साकार है इसमें महर्षि कर वे तपस्या सार है इसमें हम दिशाएं और ये दिनकर हमारा है विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है संस्कृतास्ति पराशक्ति स्वर हमारा है विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता श्यामा पातु सरस्वती भगवती
The best, and one of those is our very dear principal, Professor Dr. Mala Pandurang. May I now request our principal madam to kindly give the welcome address.
Good morning to our chief guest, also to Professor Sibyl, who has been a part of BMN, the growth of BMN for a number of years, to the faculty and to my dear students. Our management has asked me to convey their best wishes on the occasion of this conference. Dilip, our president, who is an eminent surgeon, is tied up at the hospital with an emergency case. And Dr. Bharat Pathak also, he also deals with the hospitals, but they have conveyed their best wishes. The brief given to me was to introduce the institution, but I think our compeers have already done it very efficiently. But in a nutshell, I would just like to share with you, sir, that our parent body is Sevamental Education Society, which was started in 1957, which has 7 students. Today, on campus, we have more than 6,000 girl students. Dr. BMN College was started 40 years ago. Last year, we celebrated our Ruby Jubilee. And the BCA department 25 years ago, and this is the Silver Jubilee of the department. Most of the students here will not remember a time when there were no phones, mobile phones. Once upon a time, there was a phone where you had to dial and you could not carry it around, but you are not that generation. I'm sure most of you will not even remember a time when there was no internet. But this department was started when the management had the vision that computers and technology is the future. And the department has had good sustained growth. And if we have got a very creditable NAC A grade of 3.69 out of 4, I think large credit should go to the BCA department, as well as the RUSA grant that we have got under the Select Autonomous Colleges scheme. We were among the first colleges in SNDT as an autonomous college to introduce a national education policy. And just for your information, so this means that the students major and minor in 2 specializations. Along with that, we've had a lot of value-added courses. The college has been recipient of the Unnati grant from the Rotary Club of Queen's Necklace, where we have introduced very important value-based courses. And our girls are no less when it comes to all-round development. We have a remarkable dance team, the Fireflies, that sweeps prizes at most competitions. For sports, we have some excellent sportswomen, chess players, students who have participated at national level in rifle shooting. And as the students have mentioned, placement, and from this year, internship. Very important. Collaboration is an international collaboration with the Wilkes University, which is at Pennsylvania, the United States, and this is a 3rd year running. It is under the Collaborative Online Learning Initiative, the COIL initiative. It's been led by Mrs. Manjot Kaur for the last 3 years. And this is a project where you have the Python coding. It's a team project. And I'm very happy to share that our students are the student leaders of the project. And this year we had 14 students from TYBCA with 62 students from Wilkes University, and our girls were the team leaders. And it went very well, the 3rd year running, and they have asked for continuity. Next year also, and Mrs. Manjot, along with Dr. Anthony from Wilkes, made a presentation at the American Association of Colleges and Universities, an international presentation where again the college got visible limelight. This topic that the chief guest is going to talk about, and Dr. Sibal will address, and you're going to have 2 days where you're going to talk about artificial intelligence and data-driven innovation. I'm not a technical person. I'm a lay person. I'm a digital migrant. I was born in the time when we had STT boots. Kanso taught me how to boot a computer when it first came, and how to, those days was very different. I'm from humanities. And I think from humanities was very different from technology. We deal with the human aspect. And we tend to look at machines a little differently. So instead of asking what AI can do, I asked ChatGPT, which is their daily friend and companion. When I meet students, I say, ask your brain, because they carry their brains in their hand, okay? So I asked ChatGTP, what can AI not do? Not what can AI do? And your friend gave me some interesting answers. First of all, it told me that AI cannot be critical. Okay? The critical thinking is something that you have to develop. Okay? And that's what you get from your teachers. Not criticism, but critical evaluation of the work that you do. It also told me that AI cannot exercise genuine creativity. It does what you ask it to do, and therefore, development of creativity through other means, whether it is extracurricular activities, design thinking, art and aesthetics is very, very important. Further, it also said, and I think this is very important, AI cannot make moral judgments. It does not have human oversight to make ethical decisions. That moral judgment comes from you. And developing that core of moral and ethical values is something that you need to develop. And I hope the institution can give it to you. It mimics responses. And I see this every day in the messages that I get, where all of you are writing perfect English. Okay, absolutely flawless, perfect English without knowing what to say, when to say it, to whom to say it, and how to say it. Okay, this is where the critical thinking comes in. Okay, for example, when you send a message to the principal, maybe the prompts are important, but you need to learn what are the prompts you need to use, and there is a lack of, I think, discernment in how you use AI when you're asking it to compose your letters and your emails and your messages. I am an avid fan of the print copy of Times of India. I'm still one of those people who can't start the day without reading the Times, the physical copy. Okay? And I don't look at the political conflicts that come on the front page. I don't look at the reports of the rampant corruption which is there, which we report, but we are not willing to do anything about. But before I read all that, sir, I turn to the middle page and I look at Speaking Tree. And I look at columns that we have like Santosh Desai, and I thank the Times of India for still running those articles. Today's paper has an interesting write-up with some comments that are given by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar on AI in today's world. And he makes an important point, and he says that the more you're getting into technology, the more we are feeling loneliness, because we are getting into a world which has very little human face. And I think that's a very important point. And there was an article last week which told us nothing is more narcissistic than AI, because it tells you whatever is nice about what you have written. Like ChatGTP says, that's wonderful, well expressed, okay, well done. And in the Times of India also, there was an article that talked about the importance of moderation. Okay. So with this, I urge all of you, learn what you have to learn in terms of being technically excellent, but remain human. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for those encouraging words. May I now invite Ms. Bhumika Saklani from FIBCA to introduce our esteemed chief guest to the gathering.
True leaders don't just adopt technology, they transform organization through it. Dr. Ninad stands a testament of that philosophy. Dr. Ninad Raje sir is an experienced technology leader with more than 24 years of work across industry such as manufacturing, banking and finance, industry, media, healthcare and technology. He is an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and currently works as a group CIO and a transformation officer. In this role, he leads large digital transformation programs using cloud and AI to improve speed, security, reliability, and business results. During his career, Dr. Raje has helped build and launch several technologies and products, many of which have grown into $1 billion businesses and serve over 1 million users. He has led teams which across different countries and managed complex projects involving cloud, cloud migration, data platforms, SAP, and core system upgrades, AI and analytics, cybersecurity, and zero trust security models. His leadership focuses on business values than technical complexities, ensuring technology directly supports growth, efficiency, and customer needs. He is also known for turning ideas and action and delivering measurable outcomes. Dr. Raje has received several prestigious awards, including CIO of the Year in Europe and Technocrat Year across SAARC countries. As a speaker, mentor, and a trusted advisor, he is passionate about building strong team, business innovations with risks and regulations, and helping organizations grow sustainably in today's fast-changing world. We are indeed honored, sir, to have you here today. May I now request Principal Professor Dr. Mala Pandurang kindly felicitate our chief guest for the day with a token of appreciation.
We would also like to felicitate Dr. Sibi Abraham by Professor Dr. Mala Pandurang. Please welcome him.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request all our dignitaries to kindly occupy their seats in the auditorium. We now come to the most awaited segment of the inaugural function, that is the keynote address. We now come to the most awaited segment of our today's inaugural ceremony, that is the keynote address. May I now request Mr. Ninad sir to kindly give the keynote address.
First and foremost, am I audible? Audible. Thank you so much. And the principal ma'am, she spoke about something about boot, right? Taking back to the yesteryears, she spoke about booting the computer. Somebody taught her booting the computer. The only thing that I got taught in the yesteryears language for me was to be booted out of the class. You know, I was always booted out of the class. I was never in the class in the auditorium. That's how I started my sort of journey. But it has been an amazing journey. So first and foremost, There seems to be, I mean, this is absolutely wow, awesome. We have a full house today, and it seems that everybody, including me, is looking forward to a day full of AI and data-driven innovations, isn't it? Yeah. So, but you know what? I must share this with you. When the organizers, Dr. Professor Neetu and the other organizers, they approached me for rendering this keynote address, I was wondering, how the hell do I do this now? So, you know what I did? I promptly approached AI. Now, but I must also tell you that this particular AI is my own digital avatar, and it is known to be very naughty, extremely naughty. You know what it tells me? It told me that, you know what? Are you hallucinating or something? You are supposed to be the expert, and don't expect me to do your dirty work, right? So go there and give your keynote speech. So here I am, ladies and gentlemen, amongst you, and trying to kind of do something which is different. Yeah. My name is Ninad Raje, and good morning to all of you all. Very, very good morning to all of you all. And I just wanted to first thank Principal Ma'am here for inviting me, Professor Dr. Neetu Singhvi, and all the other faculties. Vice Principal is also here. Thank you so much. My colleague, Professor from NMIS, you're going to hear him later in the day as well. Thank you to all the faculties, and most importantly, thank you to all of you all. I think early in the morning, you have come from all quarters. I don't know where, all across Mumbai. Maybe you've traveled 2 hours, 3 hours. I traveled kind of couple of hours myself. But you know what? Once I came in here, as I approached this auditorium, brilliant auditorium, I must say, and I congratulate all of you all. Absolutely brilliant. I think I see young faces, and I do believe that India is in very good and safe hands. And thanks to all the faculty members and the professors here to have kind of trying to build all these leadership. And I'm really, really amazed and surprised with that. I started my career like this. I am Ahmedabad, but I was once in a time, I was like you, sitting very shyly at the corner of the auditorium, trying to take down notes. And like I said, always being booted out of the classrooms. But slowly and steadily, of course, try to kind of learn a lot of things. I'll just kind of share some anecdotes with you also. And let's keep it very, very interactive. I would really want this to be very interactive. It's not about a one-way traffic here. You can be rest assured, you can feel free to ask me any questions at any point in time. Stop me. And I promise you that I will not ask any AI for answering these questions, So here I am. This is not my digital avatar. This is my original avatar. You know what? So this original avatar here was actually told by AI to talk about AI to a room full of experts of AI. Can you believe this? Can you beat this? Yeah. So I'm here to learn from you guys rather than kind of convey certain messages. I really would want to kind of go and talk to all of you all. And after maybe during the break, we can have this conversation. Like I said, please feel free to ask any questions. And at the end of it, what we need to do is obviously come up with certain revealing facts and figures. We'll talk about that at a later point in time as well. However, I also wanted to also make you understand that during the presentation, if you find anything out of place, I'm not responsible, the organizer is responsible. I'm just kidding. So I just wanted to announce a disclaimer because this is happening on the live YouTube, and I just wanted to make sure that this does not go into a different zone. As a disclaimer, I just wanted to make sure that any and all content that you see today and going to hear and listen, it's all mine alone. The organizers at any point in time are not responsible for it. All right? They're not responsible for it. So now that we have kind of absolved the organizers with all the legal responsibilities, can we begin? Yeah, should we? Yeah, with due permission from the principal, the faculty professors, Dr. Neetu, Vice Principal here, my colleague from NMIS, with due permission, should we? All right, okay. So first and foremost, I just wanted to kind of sort of initiate with audio-visual clip. Can we switch off the lights? Is it possible? Yeah. All the lights? Possible to switch off all the lights, if possible? Just to bring in some aura out here, yeah? All right. Be with me. You love this, I'm sure about it. again, whilst the technical experts bring in this, you want to have maybe a dialogue, any conversations, any questions to begin with? Any questions that you have? That will definitely happen. I wanted to make this very interactive, yeah? All right, so let's begin with this, right?
Once upon a time, business as usual was often good enough. No more. Where we are going, good enough is dead. In a world where everything is connected, where everything is equally excellent, when performance is reaching perfection, there's only one space left to invade in. You. Right now, you are a central point in the raging tornado of change fueled by digitization, globalization, augmentation, disintermediation, automation. Well, the list goes on. Science fiction is becoming science fact. Think about self-driving cars or computers that can learn and think. The way we work will never be the same. The skills we need will be dramatically different. Winning or losing are now happening faster than ever before. So what's your response? How will you discover new opportunities in one of the most transformational times in human history? Are you driving change, or are you being driven by it? The future doesn't just happen. The future gets happened. The new way to work is to embrace technology, but not to become it. The future is in technology, yet the bigger future lies in transcending it. Let's live and lead from here.
There was a message. There were a lot of messages in this. At the end of this conversation that we're going to have, I'm going to ask questions, and there will be few winners also. And I'm sure the organizers out here may have got some prizes, some for winners. No? All right, no problem. Like I said, you don't have to worry about legalities as such. But pay attention to this, because at the end of it, the question should come from you and the winning answer should come from me. Right? So I'm the winner. Right? I'm just kidding. But having said that, yeah, we're going to have this engaging session. Please pay attention to this, because the answers lie hidden within the presentation itself. Yeah. So it's going to be very, very interesting for you all. First and foremost is there is a message out here to lead, to lead from the front, to lead the change. And why we're talking about the change is because it's all about technological improvements, enhancements. We live and breathe our technology day in, day out. Like the principal ma'am spoke about a device, right? Something like the phone. GPT, we give prompts and the GPT responds to it. The AI responds to it. Is it good, bad, ugly? Any idea? Anybody? Do you believe in AI? You all believe in AI, right? What is AI? Oh, no, I know that. It's artificial intelligence. Can somebody define AI? Anybody? Can anybody define AI? Principal ma'am spoke about brain, right? You're carrying your brain in your pocket. Anything else? Anybody? Like I said, let's keep it interactive. This is not a one-way dialogue as such. I really want you all to be very engaging as such. Yeah? Anybody? Anybody wants to define AI? Don't look at me. I'm not going to define AI. It's up to you guys. You're the leaders of tomorrow. Anybody? This side? Brilliant. That's true. Anybody else? Absolutely right. What's your good name? Mansi Vishwakarma. All right. Where do you live? Sion. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mansi. Anybody else? Yes, please. Mimic human intelligence. Brilliant. That's also right. Anybody else? Making humans lethargic. Oh, that's a new one. That's a new one. Yes, please. Okay. Brilliant. Absolutely right. I think all of you are geniuses. And this is the reason I was talking about, let's keep it very interactive. At the end of it, Dr. Singhvi is going to give whatever she has to give, the winning prizes. Ask her, huh? Even long after I move out. Yeah, I know Mansi now. I know this lady out here, I know that lady out there, geniuses, brilliant minds. So we can't forget them. Yeah. And we won't allow you to also forget them. Let's move on to this. But thank you so much. That's the interaction that I was talking about. Of course, we all know that the AI revolution is here. We are living and breathing the AI technology in today's age. Now, 25 years ago, when this particular college, we are celebrating this entire silver jubilee now, opened its door, the internet was still finding its feet 25 years back. And my colleague here, professor from NMIS, he would agree with me, right? 25 years back, there was hardly any internet. Okay, it was taking shape. But today, however, AI is reshaping everything for us, everything for us. Somebody spoke about mimicking, somebody spoke about making us lethargic, somebody spoke about automation and so on and so forth. So AI is here to live and breathe. Okay, and of course, everything in terms of diagnosis, in terms of climate change and whether it's helping us. But the truth is, technology doesn't create change. It doesn't. People do, which means all of you are responsible, and you have the brilliant minds to bring in the change. That is all your students, faculty, innovators, and so on and so forth. Here, I just also wanted to bring in some experience, some learning. So I must share this story with you. So a while back, almost around 5 years back, 5, 6 years back, I got fed up with the professional work, lot of work, lot of jobs, no time. So I went to the Himalayas. So as I was climbing the Himalayas, walking towards, I saw a monk sitting there, and with a big aura behind him, he was like really celestial. And so I walked up to him. He was in like his penance, meditating. And I waited for half an hour, I waited for a couple of hours, I waited for half a day. He is doing his meditation. Yeah, he's doing his meditation. So I waited, and then he opened his eyes, this brilliant gleaming eyes, and he's looking at me, and I bowed to him. And I said, I want to learn the meaning of life from you, because he seemed to be very enlightened. He seems to be having that avatar, right? So I asked, what is the meaning of life? So he said, it's all about knowledge. All right. And I said, okay, it's all about knowledge. So I want to learn knowledge from you, the way you're learning knowledge from this eminent speaker, professors here. So can anybody guess what would the monk have said to me? Any guesses? Take a guess. Take a guess. Anybody? Come on. Anybody? Wild guess, does not matter. Forgetting everything. Being in the moment. Absolutely, yes, that's right. Absolutely, yes. Anybody else? Anybody from the students here? Believe me, you're bright young minds, geniuses. Material, all right. So no more movies, no more gold, no more diamond, nothing, right? Material things. Absolutely, yes, that's right. Anybody else? Last? Yes, please. What makes you happy? What makes you happy? Adventure. Adventure with friends, not with family. All right. Friends are absolutely essential. That's right. But yes, what he told me was really, really unique. And it has been with me for a long, long time. It helped me transcend to a greater level. He explained in a very simple terminology. You know what is a tomato, right? You know tomato? It's a vegetable, isn't it? Yes, vegetable, right? It's a fruit? Are you sure? 100%? All right. So he tells me there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Now, can somebody tell me the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Imagine tomato. Knowledge and wisdom. Everybody wants knowledge. But wisdom is something which is really, really helpful. Yes, the brilliant mind there. Knowledge is theoretical. Okay, all right. Knowledge is theoretical. So there is no practicality to knowledge, is it? No practicality to knowledge?
So knowing that tomato is a fruit is knowledge, but not having it as a fruit is wisdom. I mean, that
Not having it as a fruit as wisdom. Brilliant. She deserves a round of applause. So this monk tells me that knowledge is a fruit. Normally people wonder, people think that tomato is a vegetable, right? But it's actually a fruit. But if knowledge tells us that tomato is a fruit, wisdom tells us that do not add the tomato in a fruit salad because it's going to ruin the fruit salad, right? That's where the wisdom comes into picture. So all the reason I brought this up is because we have our eminent faculties here, professors, they are brilliant. They provide you and they impart knowledge, but most importantly, they provide you wisdom to go beyond, above and beyond. Once you kind of graduate from this particular institute, you go to your respective sort of curriculum, rather sort of jobs and work wherever you are. Wisdom is what is going to be helpful to you. Knowledge is one, but wisdom is going to help. So believe me. And finally, when I asked somebody that who is this monk, can you believe who that monk was? Anybody? In the Himalayas and Tibet? He was Dalai Lama. All right. So you don't believe it? Very nice. So one thing is you don't whisper. You have to be confident enough to talk. Like that, those ladies out there, you have to be confident enough to talk. So confidence is required. Before I get into a technology discussion, which is going to be, hopefully, maybe you will be able, because you're computer science students, right? You'll be able to digest it. I wasn't able to digest it in the first go as such. And I really hope that professors like you all, they really honed me up. But that's how it is. Now, coming back to this, all right? Are you with me, guys? Is it? Please stop me if it is like really going overboard, or it is quick pace, fast pace, or it is very slow. Please let me know. I will go ahead and change my speed, pace, and so on and so forth, right? Now, the promise and the paradox. The promise being, of course, if you look at the AI piece, the numbers do not lie. The numbers do not lie. If you look at the numbers, AI could contribute almost around 15 plus trillion dollars to the global economy by 2030. We are sitting in 2025. By 2030, it is 15 plus trillion dollars. But having said that, only 1% of AI applications currently address social challenges, and that's where the topic comes into picture. The organizers, we were actually jostling with each other, right? So I said, social, what good is AI for social, right? And she was saying, no, you have to talk about the social aspect of it. I said, all right, I will talk about the social aspect because it's very, very important. And you will realize what I'm talking about is, right? Access versus inequality. While AI powers recommendations, again, around 3.6 billion people lack internet access. Whilst we on one hand, we're talking about AI, jet age, However, there are 3+ billion people who do not have internet access. Now, AI works on internet. Without internet, it will not work. LLMs, right? It will not work. So that's the paradox that I'm talking about. One hand, there is plenty of AI. On the other hand, there's no internet access as such. And then, of course, power meets purpose. Machine learning can predict. Say, for example, that's where the social message comes into picture, right? So you're talking about machine learning can predict crop failures, diagnose disease. Believe me, it is already happening here back in the US and other countries, and of course in India as well. And maybe optimize disaster response as well, So there is storm and there is some wind and pace. It can be predicted before it actually happens. Moving on, what makes AI good? What makes AI good? Three things. There are three pillars. First is accessibility. All right. We need internet. We need access. All right. So that's one aspect of it. Ethical design, and then of course sustainable impact. That's where the social message comes into picture. Accessibility is, of course, technology that reaches everyone, regardless geography, income, gender. Technology is agnostic, totally agnostic. It is not biased at all. So accessibility needs to be there. Ethical design, systems built with fairness. So AI needs to be responsible. Principal Man spoke about responsible AI, right? That's where it comes from. Absolutely required. And then finally, we have sustainable impact. Whatever we do, believe me, AI, when you actually implement it, think one aspect apart from the interest of the organization or interest of your individual, but think about the society. It has to be sustainable impact for the society. And that is where the brilliance of AI comes into picture on the larger scale. So think about this, keep this in mind, what makes AI good. Let's now talk about, let's kind of dig deeper into the AI for social good. So real stories, real impact. First and foremost, in rural India, if you talk about use cases in AI, rural India, Google's AI detects diabetic retinopathy. You know what is retinopathy? Anybody? Anybody? Retinopathy? Yes, please. Through the lens? Yeah, absolutely. You're right. It is related to the retina as well. So diabetic retinopathy, in a sense, it can detect the anomalies which are in the eyeballs in the lens, and with almost 90+% accuracy. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. That's the power of AI from the societal standpoint. Feeding communities is smarter, not in India, but then there's a concept of plant village in Kenya. It helps them to diagnose crop diseases. It's a big thing out there. It's a big thing. And then finally, we have personalizing education at scale. Now, say for example, Carnegie, right? Dale Carnegie University in the US. It's a big university. They have deployed AI in all aspects of their education. All aspects, whether it's students and their pace, there is districts, there are states, there is curriculum, everything is AI driven out there. So that's another example of real impact. First aspect is healthcare revolution. Imagine, and this is coming from experience because I had the opportunity of working for a healthcare organization in the past as well. So AI can definitely help in early disease detection. I'm not saying that doctors or surgeons will be out of job. All right. Like Principal Man mentioned, AI is the brain, but the strategic thinking, decision-making capabilities, all right, what is applicable and valuable for humankind is where the humans comes into picture. The daily BAU jobs, operational aspects, like the lady mentioned there, automation, right, should be done by AI, and it is done by AI. And that's where the early disease detection comes into picture. Almost around, look at Google's AI. It can now predict, it is still not mainstream, but it can now predict almost around 90+%, 94+% of diseases accurately, Then telemedicine in remote areas, I had the opportunity to see actually a surgery being conducted. The surgeon is in India, in rural South, and the patient obviously somewhere in the US. Yeah, and they are performing surgery with the help of AI and robotic arms and all. Believe me, this is not hearsay. This is something which I have seen. My own retinas have seen this. Yeah, so that is true, and this is through experience. And then, of course, drug discovery at light speed. During the COVID-19, the damn COVID-19 days, right? Unfortunately, we lost a lot of lives as well. And humans are social animals. So unfortunately, we still had to be cocooned in our four walls, and we could not go out. But COVID-19, AI played a big role in medicines, in drugs. Believe me, I'm saying this. So this is something which is really mainstream nowadays. So that's about the healthcare. And that's, of course, that's a social message to it. Fighting climate change. Do you know that all the storms, in the US or in the West, can now be predicted by AI? Predicted at least 24 hours before. It might be 48 hours, 72 hours also, but at least 24 hours before the storms occur. And what is the velocity? What is the speed? What is the category of the storm? Maybe hurricanes. It can be predicted with the help of AI. And so it is really helpful. The challenge currently, obviously, is about the climate change. It's ruining everything. Believe me, I'm saying this, right? However, the solution is, that's where AI enters into the scope, wherein AI can really predict, it can help, it can provide solutions, and the humans can come in and then go ahead and implement it. So that's the power of AI. Last but not the least is education. We all learn every day, every minute, every hour, So AI can, in fact, there are a lot of education institutes, I'm not so sure about this particular institutions, but lot of education institutions which have developed and designed AI related adaptive learning courses, and that can be actually remotely done as well, So the other aspect is language barriers demolished, real-time translation tools. We all know that, has anybody gone to China? Even I have not gone to China, right? But I have traveled to China remotely, virtually, right? The biggest barrier there is the language. Unfortunately, they don't understand English and we don't understand Chinese, even Mandarin. So how do we bridge this gap? That's where AI comes into picture. If you flip open Google or any other sort of AI engine now, you can easily translate, the AI easily translates this for us. So now the language barrier is really demolished. Early intervention systems in terms of predictive analysis, that lady mentioned automation, right? So if somebody has seen manufacturing organizations, factories, anybody has gone to factories? So there are assembly lines there. So say for example, there is automobile manufacturing organization, there are assembly lines out there. It is fully automated now, completely automated, and that's where the early intervention systems. Can you imagine there were days wherein assembly lines were broken, they could not kind of work because there is some fault and nobody knew about what is happening. AI can predict, basically it can predict the breakages, saying that 24 hours from now, this particular component assembly line is going to break, or maybe it's going to start giving problems, replace it or repair it. That's where the early intervention comes into picture. And accessibility, of course, accessibility is something which is most important. We need information, we need data, and of course, the theme of this entire conference is about AI and its data innovations also, right? So data is the harbinger of AI. AI fully depends on data. So let's understand that we need clean data, we need updated data, we need relevant data, we need up-to-date data, without which AI may not be able to perform to its fullest. So that's the education piece, right? However, a word of caution. AI also has its own dark side. Is anybody here a fan of Star Wars? The yesteryear Star Wars? No? Avengers is the theme, is it nowadays? Isn't it? Avengers is the theme. But back in those days, Star Wars, I was a big fan. I am a big fan of Avengers as well. But during the age of Star Wars, there was the good side and then there was a dark side. So AI also has its dark side, and that's where ethical AI comes into picture, So from a dark side standpoint, see, let's be honest. AI for social good isn't all rainbows and unicorns. Believe me, I'm saying this. We all see just the good part of it. Like Principal mentioned, right? Principal mentioned that GPT, it's always good. It always gives you better answers, good answers. And at the end, it will thank you. It will say all good, brilliant, blah, 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 all that stuff. But however, unfortunately, AI also has a dark side. So we need to be careful about it. We face serious challenges that demand our attention, and moral courage as well. First and foremost, algorithmic bias. You know what is the algorithmic bias? Serve you, right? Perfect. That's very nice. AI system can perpetuate and amplify existing prejudices. Say, for example, in the earlier days, facial recognition, So in the earlier avatar of AI, now everything is fine, but there's a facial recognition. Suppose, for example, attendance. You come to come in the morning for your lectures, there's attendance and there's a facial recognition thing, right? That's how it calibrates your attendance. But it never used to identify women. You know why? Anybody? It never used to identify women. Why? I'll tell you. Because traditionally, unfortunately, AI is all about training, right? We have to train the algorithms. And those AI, the trainers, they always trained based on men. Right? And that is the algorithmic bias. Now, obviously, with AI going mainstream, that has completely changed, and the facial recognition algorithms and AI can definitely identify the difference between males and females and so on. So that's the bias, a part or type of bias. The digital divide is all about if AI solutions require internet access, right? Like I said, AI based on internet access, it requires the access. However, 3 billion people do not have internet access. So that's the digital divide that we are talking about. Yeah. And then privacy concepts. Say privacy concerns are big. The same data that powers beneficial AI can be misused. Where is the line between helpful analysis and surveillance? Yeah. Big concerns on privacy. Nowadays, this DPDP Act which has come up, government is really pulling hard on privacy and confidentiality. So that's where the privacy concerns come into picture. Even pictures, images, we all are, not I, you guys, you girls, Gen Z people, sorry, Alpha. Somebody spoke about Gen Alpha, right? So I think this brigade is Gen Z. This brigade is Gen Z. At a drop of a hat, you wouldn't even hesitate to click a picture and post it. Isn't it? Insta, Snapchat, wherever it is, yeah? So, you know what happens there? Any idea? What happens? Right, that's storage. But what happens actually? They can get misused. And there are hundreds and thousands of such examples, instances that it has been misused. So be careful whilst you're doing it, whilst the social media thing is rampant here. Be careful. It can be really, really, really misused. Okay. You know what is a digital arrest, right? Anybody knows about digital arrest? Yes, please. Yeah, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Impersonifications, right? So people impersonify like a cops or police and all. They digitally arrest you and then they demand or some ransom and so on and so forth. That's very, very important. Job displacement. Job displacement. Big thing. I was told that AI is replacing everything. Everything. Including speakers like me here. I am going to be out of job, right? It was good, kind enough that the faculty members and the organizers asked me to come here and give a speech, but AI is going to replace me, isn't it? Very soon. Do you think so? No? Why? Sorry? Okay, all right. That's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. IQ plus EQ, all right, is really, really important. IQ can be done with the AI help and all that stuff, but EQ cannot be. But I hope I'm still in the job. All right. So, but yeah, it is commonly said that AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. Is it right? Yeah, to some extent? No, not at all. Exactly. That's absolutely right. So, my friends, you need to upgrade yourself. When I say you, it's me as well. Constantly, when it comes to technology, believe me, today's technology is zilch tomorrow. And when I said tomorrow, it's immediately tomorrow, 24 hours from now. It's not like 6 months from now or 1 year from now. It is tomorrow. What we acknowledge, what we understand and see today is going to be Greek and Latin tomorrow. It is going to be history. And we face it day in, day out. So, if you have to ask me what is job displacement, how it is going to really, really impact, is one line here. AI is not going to take your jobs. That is for sure. However, somebody using AI will definitely take your job, which means let that somebody be you. Let that somebody be you. So you cannot avoid or ignore AI. However, you cannot also ignore EQ. So IQ plus EQ, which is emotional quotient, AI cannot help you EQs. AI can help you in IQs, right? So that's the other aspect. Quickly, what's next in AI? Okay, I'll just avoid this first. What's next in AI? Any idea? Everybody's looking at somebody else. I hope he doesn't ask me this question. Anybody? Agentic AI. What is agentic AI? Yeah, he's here. He's standing there.
On your behalf and answer calls and everything. They are a personification of you. Anything can be made basically. Something to handle Google Docs as well, calendars, companies are using it from small companies to large companies.
So you're right, and she was also right. AI is making us lethargic, right? Let the agents do their work, and we're going to sit idle, right? But you're absolutely right. Brilliant. Mansi, right? Yeah. AI is telling me your name is Mansi. It has registered in my mind right now. AI keeps prodding me, saying that that's Mansi. She's another brilliant lady there. But yeah, agentic AI is the right aspect of it. Anything else? Anybody else? Iron Man. Jarvis.
All his work and technology, search, development, regular day-to-day activities, what he want, what he don't want, what is good for each HP. That Jarvis always scans him and then whether he feel or he etc. All this.
Okay, very good.
And after that, like Vision in Avengers. So Vision is like full AI in robotic, and that robot will have the feelings and all.
Perfect, right. That shows that he is an avid Avengers fan. Can anybody tell me what is, he mentioned Jarvis, right? Anybody? What is Jarvis? Jarvis actually is an acronym, you know that? Jarvis is actually an acronym. Anybody wants to take a stab at what's the full form? Don't Google it. I know him. I really know him. Quickly he is trying to Google it. Pakda gaya abhi wo. Caught him red-handed. Huh? Good. All right. Anybody want to take a stab? Winning purse is with her, huh? Professor. All right. Anybody? She's having a tough time. I'm kind of moving on the dais, and she's having a tough time, panning the camera. Anybody else? Sorry for this, but that's my habit. Anybody else? Jarvis, taking a stab without Google, without AI? EQ. EQ. No?
Ironman's father's company.
Ah.
I don't know the company on that.
Ah. Ah. Right. Jarvis was his driver.
Yeah, father's drive.
I don't think, but Jarvis.
No, you can't say that. You can't say. He can't say. He's Googled it now. Okay. All right. We believe you. We believe you. So it stands for, now this is my digital avatar speaking, right? It's not me. It's not my human avatar. It's my digital avatar. It's just another really very idiotic system. Check it out. Now you remember. 2-3 months back and 5 seconds back also. Just another really very stupid idiot, just another really very idiotic system, Jarvis. And yes, he was his father's driver as well, chauffeur. That's what it is. Yeah. So that was just on a lighter note. Quickly, autonomous agents. That's what the brilliant lady out there, she mentioned. Real-time sentiment analysis. AI can get into emotions also. It cannot reflect it, but it can get into emotions, and it can actually analyze customers' emotions and provide the immediate feedback. That's how currently sales folks know. All your Zomatos of the world, all your Swiggies of the world, all your Flipkarts and Amazons of the world, they know you better than anybody else, better than you also, based on your Snapchats, Instagrams, your chats, WhatsApp, all that stuff. Believe me, I'm saying this. I'm sure you must have encountered this, right? The moment you visit something in Amazon, right, suddenly ads start popping up, which are relevant to what you're looking for. How does that happen? It's all AI. In the back end, it's all AI. And it is actually it is getting into your mind, trying to read your mind, trying to read your emotions, right? So she spoke about not being materialistic. Yeah, everybody loves diamonds, right? The moment you go ahead on the website and check for the diamonds, the next thing you see is something else. It also shows you rubies. It also, alternatives. It will show you the chains. It will show you necklaces. It can show you the types and categories and placements and all. How does that happen? AI is working behind the scenes, getting into your mind, into your emotions, and doing this, right? I'm not saying that nobody should be not materialistic. Today is what today's world is materialistic world, right? We all need better upgrades to the phone. Not like my Baba's Zamane ka phone, right? She has an iPhone. You maybe have an iPhone 17 Pro, but you want like iPhone 17 Pro Max Ultra, whatever it is, right? Any superlatives that you can use. But coming back to this, the generative AI, right? So next step, obviously, we are in the world of generative AI, and we are talking about hyper personalization. That's where the hyper personalization comes into picture. It is personalized, hyper local. All these jargons are reality. It is not something which is jargon. It is all about reality. So that's about AI in the future. Coming back to this quickly, the roadmap. This is for you guys. This should be your roadmap. It is a concise summary as such, but you should dwell upon it. First and foremost, learn foundational skills. Principal ma'am actually referred to Python, right? Python is the mainstream for foundation for your AI piece. So learn foundational skills, connect with communities, right? Partner with these NGOs, local governments and community organizations. Connection is very, very important. You anyway know about connections because it's all for you guys. It's all about being connected in the virtual world, right? How many likes, how many comments, how many friends, virtual friends that they are. Like I got like 5,000 likes on this. Wow, she is brilliant, isn't it? I got 10,000 comments. Wow, it's brilliant. However, most importantly, you need to really in person connect with the NGOs and other communities for getting things done. Start small. Do not try to jump onto the last rung of the ladder. You will fall. One step on the ladder at a time. Believe me, this will help. This is where the Dalai Lama preachings come into picture. One step at a time. Do not try to, and I know it's better said than done because we need faster, quicker results. Everybody wants faster, quicker results, right? But start your journey small. It will help you guys. And commit to continuous learning. What happens is we learn and then let it go. We stop learning. The moment we stop learning, that's the end. Believe me when I'm saying this, that's the end. Once you start learning, it's the end. Your brain stop functioning. All right. So do not stop learning. Continue. Commit yourself to learning. The future is being written right now. And of course, all of you, you're holding the pen. Not I, not the AI, not the ML, but you guys are holding the pen. Write down your future appropriately with your own hands. 25 years from now, when this institution, when this college, hopefully it is going to be university. That's what I read somewhere. You're kind of talking about being a university very, very soon. We would want to celebrate the golden jubilee 25 years from now. And some of you or all of you will be on the dais giving this same kind of a keynote speech or an address on AI or maybe something else, right? You are the tomorrow's leaders. Decision making is very, very important from the societal societal challenges. One thing is climate change, healthcare access, educational equity. These aren't just statistics, this is here and now. So do your wonderfully well, contribute towards the societal challenges. And that's where the AI, implementation of AI for societal good comes into picture. Yeah. So be there, do this. This is, in my opinion, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. But in my opinion, so the first sentence is said by somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. Maybe Elon Musk. Maybe somebody else, right? So it says the best way to predict the future is to invent it. The next is from me, but the best way to invent a meaningful future is to ensure it benefits everyone. When you do something, do it for the societal good, not only for individual, not only for the organization. That is where you're going to make a mark for yourself rather than the small individualistic thing, materialistic thing, right? So that's my opinion. The best way to invent a meaningful future is to ensure it benefits everyone. Last but not the least, can anybody tell me what should AI do and what should humans do? This really will be having a winning purse. Surely. Anybody wants to take a stab? The backbenchers out there. Yes, there she is. Humans should be very happy because AI is doing the work. Okay, all right, good. Human should be master and AI should be slave. Okay. Okay. Anyway, technology is created by humans. So humans will always be masters. Yeah. But no winning purse for you. You have to get the winning purse. Yes, please. Hmm.
When we need something very serious or we need to do some research, at that point we should use it.
Okay. But Mansi says that automation has to be there. Keep automating. Let AI do anything and everything. I'll come to you.
What it is that the proceed with things and the fact that AI is stating are actually correct. We should verify it, cross-check them.
Okay. Perfect. Brilliant, in fact. Thank you so much. Yes, please. Yeah, I think that's the same thing. Perfect. Anything? Yeah, anybody? Yeah. The Dalai Lama preachings are coming into fore. Good, very nice. Anybody else? Responsibility. Yes. That's the basic thing. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Anybody else? Yes.
Assisting humans in doing their work and helping automate their work, but humans have to know how to handle it ethically and responsibly.
Absolutely. Yes. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yes, please.
Humans should be the innovator and AI should be the guide to that innovation.
Guide to the innovation. All right. Perfect. Very nice. Yes, please. There, somebody else. Brilliant. So people like us need to think, provide the ideas and do it, right?
Honestly, on my
But brilliant. I think it's a brilliant take. Thank you so much. He's absolutely right. I think each one of you all have come up with brilliant ideas and thoughts and answers. That's exactly what I was looking forward to. In my opinion, a simple term. Can anybody tell me what AI should do and what should humans do? This is what I believe in. It says, let AI book all the meetings and all. However, let humans build relationships. It's all about relationships, my friends, all about relationships. Your relationships, it'll be good. All right. With that, your journey starts today. The challenge before you is you're graduating whenever, maybe 1 year, 2 years from now. Yeah. You will encounter, the question isn't that you'll encounter AI. You will encounter that, but it's whether you'll shape it is the big thing. Yeah. Silver Jubilee, obviously, 25 years of excellence, but the next 25 years, those belong to you now. Yeah. And I really would want, and Professor here would also want somebody to be coming here and giving this keynote address. Technology is best when it brings people together and not alienates it. Yeah. That's another thing. You can go out and make it happen. The video clip that you saw, AV that you saw, what did it say? Things don't happen. People have to make it happen, which means you have to go out there and make it happen. It will not happen by itself, believe me. Yeah. So you go out there and make it happen. With that, I will now open this for question and answers. If I have the time, Professor Dr. Singhvi is giving me a very dirty look saying that you have overstepped and your time is already up. And why are you even on the dais still? So we'll quickly wrap it up. Do we have, Professor, we do have like 1-2 minutes for questions? All right. Anybody? Questions? After my keynote, the lady who is sitting on camera, she's going to hear a sigh of relief. Now I finally can sit. You know? Okay. Anybody questions? We have 2 minutes, not more than that. 120 seconds. Clock is ticking.
Who wants to ask question?
Anybody?
No one.
Okay, so if there are no questions, there are only 2 things that can happen, right?
Sir, I just wanted to ask.
Yes.
You spoke about AI being gender biased.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little more?
Yes, please. Okay, I'll take, now it is 100 seconds. All right. So gender bias, like I said, in the earlier avatar of AI, because the AI was being trained by men, for men, by men, for men. That is the gender bias that comes into picture, But nowadays, obviously, everybody, men, women, they are all in the equal keel, on the same mother earth, on their own feet, and hence the gender bias has slowly but steadily is reducing now.
Still very much there, especially the recruitment software.
Is it? Wow, I don't see it here at all. I am amongst women here, and believe me, I wasn't anticipating this, and this is brilliant. Normally, when I do these keynotes and all, they're full of men. Okay, generally technology forums and all men people. But I am very happy, and believe me, I am very glad to see women here. They are taking up computer science, technology, talking about AI, standing on their own feet, and no gender bias at all. So it is in good hands now. Right? With that, thank you so much. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Professor Dr. Singhvi, Principal Ma'am, all the organizers out here, my friend Nitin here, the Jarvis and the Avenger fan, our compares Isha and Ishika, that's right? Aisha and Ishika. Yeah, thank you so much. Brilliant rendition. And by the way, the introduction that they did for me, it was all ChatGPT, by the way. I wasn't aware of such kind of introduction at all. Believe me, I had no clue where you picked it from. LinkedIn? I haven't done it. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pick this up and now plonk it on the LinkedIn. It was a brilliant one, right? Okay, with that, thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll be here for some time. Maybe if you all have any questions, we can take it up offline. And then I'll hand it back to Aisha and Ishika and to Dr. Singhvi here. Yeah, thank you so much. There.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. for the truly insightful and inspiring address that gave us a deeper perspective on how innovation, when guided by purpose, can create meaningful change in society.
I'm not a doctor, I'm just one.
Sir, even I'm not a doctor as of now, but maybe 2 years down the line because I've enrolled for PhD.
On your way.
Gratitude is the simplest yet most powerful way to express respect and appreciation. To now do the honors of proposing the vote of thanks, may I now request Ms. Neetu Singhi, our organizing secretary of the conference, assistant professor, cum placement head, to deliver the vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, Ninad sir, thank you very much for that amazing session. Thanks a ton. So, yeah, let's clap for him. It was truly an amazing session. It is often said that while knowledge enlightens the mind, gratitude touches the heart. No academic event reaches its destination on its own. It is shaped by many hands, many minds, and a shared commitment. As we come to the closing moments of this inauguration function, it gives me immense pleasure to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed directly or indirectly to making this event enriching and memorable. First and foremost, I extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Ninad Raje, Chief Information Officer, Times Group, whose gracious presence and inspiring address have set a meaningful tone for this conference. Thank you so much, sir. I am deeply grateful to all our distinguished speakers and panelists who would be sharing their valuable insights, expertise, and experiences in our further discussions. We express our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed industry partner, Robotics and Automation Limited, Pune, for their invaluable collaboration and support. Our gratitude also goes to RUSA for sponsoring this two-day conference. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our SMES management members for their constant support, encouragement, and vision. Thanks also to our principal ma'am, Professor Mala Pandurang, Vice Principal Sir, Mr. Shahjahan Khan, for their guidance, trust, and support throughout the planning and execution of this conference. This conference is the outcome of weeks of meticulous planning, tireless coordination, and relentless hard work by the organizing committee. So I thank a deep thank you to all my colleagues who have played a very, very vital role in organizing this conference, two-day conference. My heartfelt thanks to our non-teaching staff for their behind-the-scene efforts. I would also like to commend our enthusiastic student volunteers for efficiently managing the registration, photography, discipline, etc. We extend our sincere gratitude to all the participants and registered delegates for their active participation and engagement, which has made this conference vibrant and meaningful. Finally, to everyone who contributed in big or small ways, your efforts have not got unnoticed. Thank you for your time, dedication, and cooperation. Here I conclude the word of thanks. Thank you all and have a wonderful day ahead. We will, you can take 5 minutes break and then we can start with our session. Sibisa is already here. Thank you so much.